Hi, I'm Tiekka. Welcome to Everyday Ballet, where we bring gorgeous ballet principles, fitness, and style to everyday life. You don't need a dancer's body or any ballet experience. I'm here to show you everything. In this video, I'm going to teach you all about those gorgeous ballet arms. I know they look so lovely, but doing your arms the ballet way just does wonders for the entire upper body. Not only will you get a stronger core, but you'll also be toning your waistline, your back, your arms, as well as stretching and strengthening your posture. The tutorial you're about to see is from my Ballerina Basics online training platform. And after that's done, I'm going to meet you back here for a gorgeous ballet arm exercise. I'm delighted you're here. Let's ballet. Bras means arm in French, and port-de-bras means carriage of the arms. Much like the feet in ballet, there are 5 basic positions of the arms. Also like the feet in ballet, different schools of training have variants on the same basic positions. The Everyday Ballet program uses the French school of port-de-bras as opposed to, say, the Russian or the Italian schools. So we'll go over now the 5 positions of the arms. When we start, we want our preparation position to be where the pinky is touching the thigh. The elbows are rounded and you can feel a little buffer of air between the arms and the body. Now, we take the arms to first position. We lift the fingertips to just across from the navel. Make sure they're not too high. We don't want to cover your beautiful sternum and neck and face, so they're nice and low, right across from the navel. The palms are facing the center of the circle that you are making, and you're pulling up nice and tall through your posture. In second position, we open the fingertips directly out to the side. Now, the elbows are still rounded. Make sure you don't have chicken wings. Go ahead and put your elbows on a shelf, and you want to feel like you're holding a very big sphere out in front of you. It's very important to have proper alignment of the shoulders, elbows, and wrists here. So they happen in descending order. The shoulder is the top, the elbow is a little bit lower, and finally the wrist is lowest. One thing that is helpful is to imagine there's a little water droplet here, and you want it to be able to roll right down the elbow and right off the tip of the index finger. Again, just like first position, the palms are facing the center of the circle you are making. For third position, we lift one arm with the fingertips over the center of the hairline. The elbow is rounded, so it's kind of like a half oval around your head. It's very important, this measurement from the hairline and lifting up from the hairline. We don't want it to be too far back, that distorts our posture, and we don't want it to fall too far forward. If you were dancing on stage, you'd have a big shadow on your face from the lights coming and hitting you. So just lift those fingertips over the hairline. Both elbows are round. In fourth position, we want to take that lower arm and trail the fingertips across from the navel. Again, just be sure it doesn't come up too high. It's nice and low so you can see that gorgeous neck and shoulder line. Finally, fifth position, both arms are up and you have a beautiful oval framing your face. The elbows are rounded and they're opened slightly out. The palms are facing the forehead. Make sure they don't turn forward. And the fingertips are approximately 2 to 3 inches apart. Just be careful. Up here in fifth, I often see hallelujah arms, and that usually means there's tension in the elbows, the wrists, and the collarbones and neck area. So just bring those fingertips 2 to 3 inches apart from one another. And again, the fingertips are right over the hairline so that we're not distorting our spine by taking them too far back, and we don't have a shadow on our face by taking them too far forward. Now, to finish off, we open the arms out, we turn the wrists, and we float them back down, pinky to thigh, to our preparation position. So those are the 5 basic positions of the arms in ballet. However, there's one more that we want to go over. It's called arabesque. Now, arabesque is one of the quintessential poses of ballet. It takes its name from a Moorish ornament, and there are many different configurations of arabesque arms and legs that vary according to the school of training. Generally, an arabesque means that one leg is extending out behind the body while at least one arm is extending out in front of the body. And what's important here is that you'll notice the elbows are stretched and the palms are facing downward, and you're reaching through the fingers, through the toes, lifting up through the posture and looking out over the front hand. The elbows are lengthened as opposed to being rounded. What's important with your arabesque arm is that you allow that back shoulder to really fall away from the ear. A lot of times when we open the fingertips back, that shoulder will rise. So just allow that shoulder to fall away from the ear. Reach through the arms and the leg, obviously, if you have it out, and you want to still be pulling up through your posture. Ballet has a specific architecture of the hands. So it's important that the fingers are not clumped together in ballet. I call this the lobster claw. Or if somebody's dancing, their hands wiggling around, I call it the queen's wave. Make sure, first of all, that you can feel air between your fingers as you hold your hands. Imagine you're holding a fresh rose petal between your thumb and your middle finger. What this means is that the middle finger is a little bit lower than the others, and that the thumb is sliding underneath the palm so that you are holding a rose petal between the thumb and the middle finger. Another way to imagine this is actually to do something a little bit more concrete. I call it ballet pencils. With ballet pencils, you're going to take one hand and go ahead and spread the fingers nice and wide. And now what you'll do is you'll take the center finger down. When you do that, notice that the other fingers kind of like do this very natural little configuration. As that finger is down in the center, you take a pencil, just a regular old pencil, and you wedge it up right underneath so that the middle finger is below the pencil and all the other fingers are on top. No need to grab onto the pencil. It's just there to create space between the fingers. Now, you want to let the thumb slide under the middle finger. Just let it slide under. And voila, this is the architecture of your ballet hand. We could also do the other side. Just take your hand, spread the fingers, depress the middle finger, and take your pencil and just wedge it up there. And then take the thumb and allow it to slide underneath the palm like this. Just a couple more notes about the architecture of the hands. So, we definitely don't want them to be sticks sticking out because that shows that we have tension in our fingers. We want to soften this and bring that energy to our core so that we can magnify our posture instead. But likewise, we don't want them to be wilty. We don't want the fingers to kind of sag. And I find this happens when people are concentrating on all the moves that they're doing with their feet and legs. And then finally, sometimes I look along the bar and I will see what I call ballerina hitchhiker thumb. And that just is an indication that somebody's concentrating really hard and they're using a lot of energy and it's all getting stuck in the thumb out there. So just notice for yourself as you're doing your dancing whether or not your thumb is lifting up. If it is, try to soften that tension. Just let the thumb slide across the palm. Feel like you're holding that fresh rose petal. And see if you can take the tension that was all out there in the thumb right back to your core. So there you have the basics of your ballet arms. I hope you found that information helpful. Now we are going to do an exercise together to cement some of those details and start to become familiar with that. So we're just going to be standing in first position with our heels together and our toes gently apart. Remember, we want to start with our good posture and just make sure that when you take your arms around you, you're not going to hit anything. All right, with that, standing up nice and tall. Opening up the elbows, zipping the jeans, hugging in at the core, fingertips at the thighs. Here we go. First position, fingertips across from navel. And now opening out. Remember to keep those wrists below the elbows, which are below the shoulders. Second position. And now, trail those fingertips up over the hairline. Remember, the palm is towards the forehead. And let's change sides. And third. And fingertips across from the navel. Remember, nice and low. And through the center, changing sides. Hugging in, standing tall. And taking it all the way up. Fingertips about 2 inches apart. Hugging in, reaching out. Opening. And it's shoulder height. Turn the wrists and float them down. Let's repeat a little bit faster. First, open to second, and third, and third, and fourth, and fourth, and fifth, and opening out and floating down to your preparation. One more time. First, second, and third, hugging into your core, rounding those elbows, third. And fourth position, nice and low, across from the navel, so we see your gorgeous neck and face. Fifth, and open. Now leave your arms in second, turn the elbows and the palms. Take the arm low in front of the navel, and now twisting in the shoulders, reach front and back, like you're being pulled by your fingertips. And open to second. Let's do the other side. Fingertips across from navel and stretch and reach for the fingertips. Drop that back shoulder, arabesque, and open. And once again, other side through the center and twisting in the upper body, dropping the back shoulder, hugging into the core, and open. And last time, other side, across. And stretching out, reaching, hugging in, and opening out, and floating down, and lifting up, and hugging in, and like you're touching the edge of a circle just beyond your reach. And at shoulder height, turn the wrists, reach out, and float down. And as you come down, open the elbows, pinky to thighs, and just stand. Excellent, excellent work. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. If you want some more everyday ballet, you can always head over to everydayballet.com. As always, it's a joy to share the beauty of ballet with you. Until next time, happy dancing.